A friend of mine asked me to cut a 17 cm in diameter circle into 1 mm thick metallic sheets. So I drew the circles, and inside each circle I drilled 2 holes, one right next to the other, and I joined both holes, so the jigsaw blade can go through the hole. I will use a jigsaw blade that is suitable to cut metal. I wear the safety goggles and ear protection, and I begin to cut the metallic sheet. I pass the blade through the hole in the sheet. I turn the jigsaw on, and first I make a curved cut to bring the blade closer and tangent to the circle I drew before. Once the blade is tangent to the circle, I just have to follow the line. The biggest problem is that the sheet is very heavy, and I need to make some effort to move it and to keep it on the tabletop, because the sheet protrudes the side of the table, and if I don't hold it, the sheet inclines to that side. I blow the metal shavings to see better the line, but I can also see the line if I don't blow the shavings, so later I decided to wear the dust mask. From time to time, I turn the jigsaw off. I let the blade cool down. I rest my fingers. I move the video camera to another position, and I continue. Here we can see how, because I don't have the guide that keeps the jigsaw blade vertical, the blade inclines to the sides when I move the sheet. But that is not a big problem, because the sheet is only 1 cm thick, but it probably affects the heating of the blade.
Hombre, pero es que no me manda.
Here, when cutting the second sheet, I didn't bring the blade tangent to the circle, and it was not possible to follow the line, so I had to make another cut to bring the blade closer and tangent to the circle line. This is one of the sheets once the circle is already cut. This is one of the circles I removed from the metallic sheets, and we can see how clean is the cut. There is just a small burr to each side of the edge, and the edge is rough, but it doesn't cut my fingers. Using a file, it will be perfect. In the tabletop, if we pay attention to the slot for the blade, we can see how the wood is burned to each side. When I cut the sheet, unintentionally, I move the blade to the sides, so the blade wraps the wood, and it heats up. Now the jigsaw blade is burned in a couple of centimeters, but I don't think the blade overheated as much as needed to soften the blade. Some of my electrical tools are cheap tools, but when we buy cutting blades, it is better to pay for the good quality ones. After I have cut both metallic sheets, There are a lot of metallic shavings hooked on the plywood top, so I must sand it until I remove all the shavings. Otherwise, they will leave a lot of scratches in the wood pieces that I would cut with this jigsaw table. Thanks for watching. You can find all my woodworking videos in my channel in YouTube. And if you like my videos, thanks for subscribing to my channel.